Panther Productions is very proud to present the complete Okinawan goju karate system by Master Kuniyuki Kai, 7th Dan. Master Kai will teach all the techniques and katas required for beginners to 3rd degree black belt. Master Kai is a member of the International Martial Arts Federation, known as EMOF. Before I begin to teach you the techniques of Okinawan goju karate, I would like to show the proper way of bowing, which is of the utmost importance to show respect and proper manners. The most formal way of bowing is from the kneeling position, putting the left knee down first, then the right. Sitting back with the back straight on the insteps of the feet, bowing, placing your hands down, left hand first, then right, in a diamond shape. Come up formally, right knee out, then left leg up. Heels together, feet out 45 degrees. Now bowing from a standing position. Tilt the back and head forwards straight. Do not drop the head, and your hands will go to the front over your thighs. A side view. This is the correct way of bowing, which should be done always before matches and training. Before I begin, I want to explain the 3 most important aspects of karate. Studying the right movement, how to use power, and how to get speed. These are important for doing proper techniques, but especially important when doing kata, which I will teach you later after the fundamentals. So please remember these 3 aspects: important, proper movements, use of power, and how to get speed. I will now begin to teach you the proper stances of goju karate. I will start from a ready position, Heisoku dachi, feet together. Turning the toes out 90 degrees, go to Masubu dachi. Now open the heels, shoulders width apart, heikodachi. All the stances blend from one to the other. Please follow along with me. Now hachijidachi, turning your toes out. Again, 90 degrees. Now, uchi hachijidachi. Feet beyond shoulders width, turning the toes in, bending the knees slightly. Then going to a horse stance, shikodachi. Keeping your body weight 50% on each leg. Keep your back straight and the same level. From shikodachi, we turn into zenkutsudachi. Concentrating 60% of your weight on the front leg. Keep your rear leg in line with the front. Toes turned out, 45 degrees. Keep your back straight, head up. Back to shikodachi. Now, uchi hachijidachi. We are just going in the reverse. Hachijidachi. Heikodachi. Now I will teach you sanchin dachi. 50% of your weight is equal on each leg. Turn your toes in tightly, and at the same time, tighten the buttocks and thighs. There is a slight tension in this stance. Your heels are apart, shoulders width. Next is Niko Achidachi, or the cat stance. Again, keep your shoulders straight, head level. Concentrate your weight on your rear foot. Sit down on the rear foot as if you're sitting in a chair. The front leg is on the ball of the foot. Now I will explain how to move from stance to stance, how to move forward and back properly. Follow along. Starting in heikodachi, we will move forward into zenkutsudachi. Make a circular movement with your right foot. This circular movement will help protect your midsection and groin. If you stepped openly, you would be vulnerable to an attack. See the protection? And then set in a strong zenkutsudachi stance. This circular movement is applied to all stances. The same technique is used when going in reverse. Back to Heikodachi. Now step realistically, quickly.
重心は常に真ん中を向いております。続いて、
Now I'm going to explain Sanchin Dachi movement.
三鎮立ちの場合も同じく内側に足をつけながら
Circular step.
横に張り出しつま
The
先を
most
内に
important thing is
こ
to
の
keep
場合
the
に
toes
十
turned
分
inward
体を上に締め上げて
and
ます
the buttocks and
お
thighs
尻は
tight.
上に
Apply some tension in this area.
上と下の力が下丹田で合うように訓練をしてまいります
To obtain the proper tightness, draw the groin up as you set
訓練をしていく中で
and push the stomach
特
down.
に指先一本一本においても十
We need
分
lots of
地面
time
を
to
吸い上げ
practice
るように
Sanchin Dachi.
力を上に吸い上げ上体の力を下に下ろし
It will be
そ
your
の一
most
点が
difficult
下丹田
stance
で
to
合うように
master.
訓練をしてまいります
Notice the body movement,
高重量の場合、
The locking in,
この立ち
as
方
we
を
call
非
it.
常に多く用います関係
drawing the groin up
大
to
変
tighten
難
the
しい角
buttocks
度であ
and
ります
legs.
から時間をかけて訓練をしていただきたい
This
と
is
思
a
います
very powerful stance, and it's very hard for someone to knock you down or push you back.
足の幅は常に肩幅であります
Now move smoothly and quickly. Set, lock. Set, tighten. Now the movement of the horse stance, or sheikodachi. This stance should be used as a defending stance. It will build tremendous leg strength because you concentrate all your weight down on the thighs. Now the proper technique is to have your knees bent deeply just over the ends of your toes. So your toes and knees should line up. Keep your upper body straight and head up. And when you advance forward, stay at one level. Imagine having a glass of water on your head and you move so it doesn't spill. This is how level you should be. Use the circular motion to protect the groin and midsection. Now I would like to explain the basic punching techniques of goju karate. Begin with your feet apart. Heikodachi stance. Like I said before, keep your feet shoulders width apart. Your weight distributed evenly on each leg. Now let's begin to make the proper fist. Holding your hands out in front, squeeze the fingers in tightly and place the thumb around the bottom of your four fingers. Bring the fist back to the rib cage, up near the armpit. Another technique is to hold the fist at the hip. This is usually from the Shirite Okinawan school. My system keeps the fist high. It really doesn't matter. You can do the one you prefer. The punch still has the same devastating power. But like I say, I will keep my hand high. This is my system of punching. When striking, punches are alternated to the solar plexus. This is a very basic technique, but very powerful. One punch to the chest or solar plexus can crush a man's heart. Remember, you're always striking as if facing a mirror and hitting someone your size and your level. So punch out at your solar plex level or height. When alternating punches, keep the punch close to the side of your body and punch out and inward as if someone were standing directly in front of you. The hip movement is of utmost importance. It gives you added power and speed. 90% of your focus is generated at the last moment when your fist turns sharply. The turning should be upon impact. Now the Jodan punch, or punch to the face, upper technique. Your target is to hit your man under the nose. Do not raise your shoulder. Keep your shoulders level and relaxed. Again, concentrate on the attacker being directly in front of you. Punch straight out and in. If you punch straight out, you will miss the target. You must have an inward strike. Now, the Gidan punch, or down punch to the groin. When punching down, do not look down. Keep your eyes on your opponent's face area. Strike him low into the groin or lower abdomen. The low punch is an excellent technique because the attacker is just not ready for it. Most people feel they will be punched in the face. So think about striking low. These are the most important punches of goju karate do. Now the first block I will show you is Judan uki, or the side block. Now when you use the arm to block, it must be the same level as the shoulder. Your fist should line up directly with your shoulder, and your elbow is a fist away from your rib cage. Do not have it too tight to the ribs or too far away. A fist away. You should be following as I am teaching you. Notice how my arm lines up with the side of my body. Now as I block, I cross arms and block to the other side. You must always cross your arms for added protection. Do not block too far out to the side. Your block will be very weak and you'll miss the target. The block is done in a circular motion. Contact is made with the side of the forearm. Again, notice my proper form. My fist is even with my shoulder. The movement is done circular and quickly.
上段受けです。
Now the upper block, or
上段
jodan
受けは
uki.
特に肩が上がりやすい受け技であります
Raise
か
your
ら、
forearm
肩を十分締めて、
slightly above your head,
そして
keeping
目を
your shoulders down.
まっすぐに向けて腕の下から相手を睨みつけることと
Twist your fist as
気
you're
迫を
blocking
十分
up.
用いなければなりません。同時に剣の位置は
Your fist should line up with the outside of your head.
十分受け込む位置で受けてください。こういうふうに
If you pull your arm too much to the
中にな
outside,
りますと
your head is wide open for an overhead
自分の
attack,
頭部に
as
当
you
たり
can
ますの
see.
で、必ず顔面を防ぐ位置まで伸ばしていただきます。そして全ての技に共通するように肩を締め
Make contact with the middle
脇を
of
十
your
分
forearm.
締め込むつもりで受けを行います。上段受けは肘を内に締めるように自ら
Now
の
again,
正中線を通
As
し
you block with the other hand, you cross your arms for added protection. Look how the cross protects my
途
midsection.
中における隙を作らないように受け
I
ていきます
raise, complete the block, and my left hand is ready to punch. Always alternating by
さ
crossing.
らに受ける力の運用は
You must be ready to
腕の
counter.
上ではなく剣が先に行く拳が上に上がるようにしてすり上げる方が最も力を発揮する方法です。
Again, keep the shoulders relaxed and a nice smooth movement. Now snap the block hard. Don't just raise your arm, but snap with power.
続いて下段受けに入ります。
I will now
下段受けの
demonstrate
場合は
the down
時
block,
と
or
して
giran
立ち
barai.
方を変えてしこ立ち
From
で
a
行う
horse
場合
stance,
があります
shikodachi.
これは足腰を訓練するのにこのしこ立ちが最も適しているからであります。まず左手
Again,
を膝の
The
前に
circular crossing motion.
これは膝から拳が一つ入る
Have
前
your
の
blocking
位置で止めます
fist a fist away from your knee, not too far back or forward.
前で止めてもらいます。続いて十分
This will block strikes to
体
the
の前
groin
を締めながら
and strikes to the side
手
of
を
your
交
body.
差して円を描きながら外に吐き出すような気持ちで受け払います。
Keep your fist tight, elbow slightly bent, making contact with the forearm.
このように剛柔流の
Be very smooth. Do not jerk your head or shoulders or blink your eyes.
相手の力に逆らわず相手の力をいなしていく
And of utmost
ことを
importance,
主眼といたします。
Do not weaken your stance or shake your legs. Stay solid.
はい、カット。はい。続いて
Now, the first kata of
剛
Okinawan
柔流
goju
の
ryu
型を
is Sanchin Ichi, or Sanchin number
剛
one.
柔流は元来沖縄でできた空手でございます。そしてその特
This
徴は
kata uses circular
円の
techniques
動作を
and many deep breathing
腹
exercises.
式呼吸法を用いて攻防自在の技を訓練する
I will begin
体育
by teaching the kata slowly, explaining every important technique, as I will do with all the forms in this tape. Then I will perform the kata at full speed and power. When I'm explaining every movement, it is an excellent time for you to follow with me.
説明をしながら順を追って演舞をい
Of
たします
course, we begin with the proper bow. Then
まず
bring your
構える
hands
姿勢は
together,
両手を
left
合
hand
わせ
over
て
the right.
金敵の前に置きます。動
Your
作
hands
は
are
ご
open,
く近い距離を通って
and you're in the
自然な動作
Musubudachi
で
stance.
行います。続いて両手を交差しながら三鎮立ちになって右足を一歩前に出します。
Now, step forward with the right leg in a circular step, Sanchin Dachi
この前
stance.
に基本の技で説明しましたよ
Keep
う
your
に
fist tight, elbows tucked into your rib cage.
そして90
Notice how my
度の
fists
そして
are at my shoulders height.
このような姿勢を保ちます。そして下半
Do
身は
not bring your arms beyond the
三鎮立ちで
perimeter
十分
of your
に
body.
体を
This
締
is
めて
very important, or you will look sloppy.
左手を脇をこすりながら肘を引く心持ちで十分
My
に
first technique is a punch and breathing technique. I inhale through the nose, draw the punch back, exhale out the mouth as I punch. The target is the solar plexus.
元に
After the strike,
元の姿勢に帰ります。
my
その
hand
場合
comes
に
back immediately to the
受ける
blocking
姿勢で
position.
はありません。元の姿勢に返すだけの動作です。続いて体を緩めずに左足を
Now I make a circular step with my left foot,
続いて右剣を引き
and I draw my right hand back, inhaling through the nose and exhaling as I punch out. Again, the target, of course, is the solar plexus. The punch snaps back to the guard. Now, circular step with the right foot. Breathing in, I draw the left hand back, punch out, and back to the guard position. From the stationary stance, I punch with the right. Again, applying the breathing technique, punching with the left again, all coming back to the guard. Right punch again. Left punch. Now, I open both hands, inhaling and exhaling, as I apply an open hand tearing technique. Making a fist, I draw back. Now the hands will come out open. Tear into the opponent, grabbing the midsection skin of the stomach, gripping the skin and tearing. So what you're doing is going into the body and ripping. The technique again. You're breathing while you're performing the technique. It's a tension exercise. Inhaling as the open hands come back, exhaling as you strike out. Now raise the right elbow, put the left arm underneath, make a circular motion, hands open. And you're striking with the open palms to the groin and jaw area. Put the right hand on top of the left, hands open. Step back, formal position, ending where you started, and bow. Now I will perform the kata non-stop as it should be done, full power. Pay attention to the breathing technique that I apply. These are tension movements. As you can see, my punches are not fast. They're with tension. I inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth, and resist as I punch and bring back. This kata is designed to give you an inner strength. This breathing technique is very demanding, and it's not something you can learn in one day. It takes months to master. I relax as I breathe, and then I push hard, exhaling, tightening the entire body. Relax in between, breathing, tension as you strike out. Inhale through the nose, down to the lower abdomen, pushing out hard from the mouth. Same applies to the open hand. Breathing in, out as you exert the open hand technique. Your stance must be like a rock, unmovable. Push hard with tension as you breathe out. Stepping back, formal position. Sanchen-ichi. Now, Sanchin ni kata, or number 2 Sanchin.
続いてただいま説明をいたしました 三鎮の1の方に続いて段階を追って修練をする中で三鎮2の
This
方を
kata is very
稽
similar
古していただきたいと思います。
to Sanshin number 1.
三鎮2の方の演舞をいたします。
I will perform it full power sideways.
三鎮
Notice how I set in Sanshin stance and lock the groin in. Turn, going back in the same direction. Sanshin number 2 is very similar. It's simply longer. It's twice as long as Sanshin number 1. So it's very demanding kata. Because breathing is such an important part of the Okinawan goju system, I will spend some time now and explain the breathing technique thoroughly.
三鎮の方の最も大切な呼吸法について説明をいたします。動作の部分的なところだけの説明に届けたいと思います。まず、用意の姿勢から。
Let's begin
両脇、
formally
両手を差し込みながら中段受けに入る
as
場合、
performing the
鼻
katas.
から呼吸を十分吸って、そして次に受けを使いながら呼吸を出してまいります。
I will explain
呼吸は
Sanshin
長
ni
くで
or Sanshin number 2. Stepping out, exhaling hard, bringing your elbows to your side in
左手を
Sanshin
引きなが
stance.
ら呼吸を長く吸います。
Now slowly breathe in through the nose.
必
Fill
ず
the
水
lower
圧を
abdomen.
区切りをつけるため、わずかに止めます。そして
When the
呼
punch
吸
is
を
at your
吐き
rib
ながら
cage,
剣を出します。この
begin
場合、呼
striking
吸は長
out
く。
and exhale hard out your mouth until
さらに剣を戻
90%
す
of
場
the
合に
air
は
is out of the
短く
stomach.
吸って短く出します。
Always keep 10% in. Bring the punch back to
前
the
進す
blocking
る場合
position.
は呼吸を止めたまま入ります。
Circle step and set.
以上、
Relax.
この繰り返しを行っていくわけであります。
As you start to punch,
さらに
your breathing begins.
三鎮2の方で回転をする動作については
I will now demonstrate the turning movement in Sanshin number 2 kata.
そしてゆっくり出す長く
You have performed your
これは
punches.
先ほど説明した通り。続いてゆっくり吸い込みます。吸ったまま呼吸を止めて脇の下に剣を差し込み
Now,
ます。
as you
そ
turn,
して目を横に向け、体は
Look
正面
before
に
you
向いた
move.
まま呼吸を止めたまま回転
your
をして
breathing
中段
has
を受けます
stopped as you're turning.
そして 長く呼吸を出しながら呼
When
吸を出すわけ
punch
であります
is completed, then breathing
以上
begins.
この回転の部分の動作を説明いたしました
So as you turn, there is no breathing. You're more or less holding your breath.
右足を前に出して左拳を引いてゆっくり大きく突き出す
Now we'll demonstrate the open hand techniques.
この動作の呼吸法について説明いたしますこの場合短く吸って短く出します
The same breathing technique applies
このよ
to
う
the
に
open hand.
素早く吸って素早く出す
From the last punch
これは
position,
もう必要とされており
before
ます
the open hand begins in the kata,
あと
exhale
は指
on
先
this
から
technique.
小さく握り込みながら
Now,
呼吸ゆっくりして
slowly close your fingers into a fist. Draw back, inhaling through the nose,
ゆっくり出します
exhaling out the mouth.
いわゆる長く吸って
As
長
you
く出す
strike out, your hands are opening.
これを
This must be
4
all
回繰り
timed.
返しますそして
The
次は
breathing and striking together,
右
and
足を
opening
一
of
歩
the
下げ
hand.
て回し
It
引きを
must
する動
flow
作です
from
け
one
ど
to the other.
この場合も
They should not be separate.
ゆっくりと手を交差させながら呼吸を
As you
長く
step back, execute the circular motion.
この場合に大事なのはそ
On
の
the
動作
circular
は
motion, you are inhaling
沖
through the
縄の
nose.
内身という言葉をよく使います
As you have set in Sanshin Dachi,
餅のよう
then
に
you would
粘りっ
exhale.
こく脇を締め
Inhale.
て受けるこれが最も大事な動作であります
Now, strike out with the palms,
焦点
exhaling.
を前に上下に分けて突き出してまいりますが脇を締めながらそして呼吸を長く出して
push the air hard out of your stomach, striking the groin and jaw area of your opponent. That is some insight into the hard breathing technique of goju karate.
以上が三鎮の方について主なる注意点であります。カットしてください。
Now, the third kata, gakusai ichi.
続いて沖縄豪州流空手道の普及型
Gakusai is a most appropriate kata of Okinawan goju karate. I will explain each move thoroughly, and again, I would like you to follow with me. This is the only way you can master each important technique, is to participate. Begin like all katas, hands open over the groin area. Step around with the right foot to the side, head block, circle step right foot, straight punch into the nose area of your opponent. Step back, shikodachi, horse stance, and down block, blocking with your left arm. Step around with your left foot, execute a strong jodanuki head block. Circle step forward, and lunge punch to your opponent's nose. The same movement, shikodachi, horse stance, and side block, an attack to your rib cage. Step forward now, and execute chudanuki, side block. You're in sanshin stance, step with the right foot, side block right hand again. With the left leg, front snap kick to the opponent's groin. Stepping in left foot, elbow underneath the jaw. Follow with a back knuckle strike to the nose and a down block against a kick to your rib cage. Finish with a straight reverse punch to the solar plexus. To the back, shudo the throat area or jaw of your opponent. Your feet are shoulders width apart, standing straight. Step around to the back with your left foot and left hand, chudanuki side block. Right hand ready to punch. Now the same sequence of techniques, kick the groin, set forward right foot, elbow the jaw, back knuckle or harake the nose, girambarai down block, and reverse punch solar plexus. Now step straight up and open hand shudo to the throat or jaw of your opponent with your left hand. Now, from this position, I step back with my left leg into Zen Kutsadachi,
手の甲が上を向いたまま
With both hands
もろ
in
手
the
つきの
punching
ように
position,
そのまま前に向
I
かって
execute a high
もろ手
and
つきを
low
行います
reverse punch.
足を踏み替えるようにして
Step forward left,
左
then
手
back
を
right.
受け込むように回し込み右甲を上に向けたまま右足を引い
Execute
て
the same
もろ手を受
technique
けよう
again. A high and
そ
low
のまま
punch,
右
this
手の
time the
甲を
right
上を
hand
向
on
いたまま
top
突きが入
and
ります
left underneath. The left
左
palm
手を
turned
開
up.
いてそこに軽く乗せる
Open the
心持
left
ちを持っ
hand,
て
place the right fist
前
in
に
the
足を
hand,
引きつけ
step
て
forward, and you have
手を
completed
解いて
Geksai Ichi or Geksai number 1. Now, Geksai Ichi or Geksai number 1 kata, full power non-stop in competition form.
撃砕1
Now, Geksai Ichikata, application of techniques, or commonly called bunkai in Japanese. Techniques applied against a real opponent, exactly as they are shown in the kata.
ただいまから
The first series of techniques I will
撃
show
砕型の分解を
is the upper blocks and counters that begin at the start of the kata.
用意
Watch carefully. Any technique in the kata can be used in a real fight.
相手が上段ついてき
I
た
step
や
back,
つ
head block.
を同じ右手で外側から受けますそして
Now, I will move
相手の上段めがけて突き返しますさらに
He blocks
相
my
手
strike
が
to the head.
我が中段あるいは下段をめがけて突き込んできますこれを肩では後ろですけども
From the horse
実際
stance,
の場合
do you
には
remember my down block?
大きく
This is how it is applied in a real fight situation.
下段払いをします直ちに相手の腹部または顔面めがけて
Now, I finish my opponent with a reverse punch to his nose. Now, quickly. It is very important that you understand the
続いて
application of
中
the
段受け
kata.
から蹴りの分解です
Now, the second set of techniques,
用意よ
again, taken directly from Geksai Ichi.
50
remember
秒
this
の場合は必ず
I
外
side
側から
block,
入
I
っ
side
て
stepping.
そして内に入っていくのが原則としますこのように相手が右で来たら必ず右で受けて外側より受けさらに左の蹴りで
I begin my
相手の
counter.
蹴ります
Front kicking his ribs or groin, finishing my opponent.
あくまでも組手分解の場合は基本に従って正しい姿勢
Now, the next series of
正しい
techniques.
技の使い方を心がけなければなりません続いて中段
Th次movements from the kata can be
次
used
に
as
中段
training
突きか
aids
ら
in your
天日に入
self-defense
ります
or bunkai classes.
相手の懐内側に入り
I down block his punch.
演技を
Step into Zenkuts, come under his jaw, breaking his jaw with an empty or elbow. And then I follow immediately with a back fist to the top of his
さらに
nose.
突きが入ってくるところを下段に払い
I
込
block
み
his punch to my
直
ribs
ちに相手の中段めがけて突きを入れます
and finish with a reverse punch to his solar plexus. All done within a split second. Now watch in slow motion. These are some of the very important movements of Geksai Ichi.
続いて相手の突きを払いながら 手打ちの分解をいたします。その中段突き。相手の中段突きを
Now, the final technique I will show you.
軽くいなしながら外側に出て
Slapping down the punch,
すかさず相手の足払いかけることを
sidestepping around your opponent's force, and with the open shooto,
陣中に目が
breaking his nose or jaw. In slow motion. Watch carefully. Very deadly technique. Now, in this series of techniques from Geksai Ichi, I will administer the double punch. Side block, 2 punches, one to the ribs, one to the kidneys. This is the last series of punches in the kata.
大きい場合には上段、中段分けることも可能です。
Now, quickly. Now, Geksai ni kata, or Geksai number 2.
続いて撃砕2の方
Geksai ni is very, very similar to Geksai number 1. I will explain each important movement. Begin the kata exactly as the others.
撃砕2の方は途中までは撃砕1と同じ型であります。
As you can see, the kata is the same thus far. The only real change will be towards the end of the kata.
この動作からが撃砕2の型が違います。2の型は手を開いて掛け受けという受け方を使います。
Now I'm using
あ
open
とは
hand circular
一と同
techniques,
様蹴りを行い
front kick, elbow,
裏剣下
back
段
knuckle,
払い
block, punch.
そして正面に向かって手を打ち、さらにこれからまた2の方は違います。
Again, striking out to the jaw or nose
45度後ろに引きながら
from a standing position.
猫足立ちになって回し受
I
けを
step
使い
back in Nikuachi Dachi
もろ手で突く
using
動作
circular palm
次に
striking
右足を
techniques
横に動かして
and to the other side.
左斜め前を向いて同じく回し受け
These are movements I taught you in Sanshin Kata, number 1 and 2.
猫足で向いて一旦止め、それから静かに手を合わせて
Stepping back,
後ろに足を引いて
and the kata is completed. Now, Geksai ni or Geksai number 2 kata, full power.
撃砕に
Now, Geksai ni or Geksai number 2 kata, again, full power, but in slow motion. Now, the techniques of Geksai ni kata applied against an attacker. We will concentrate on the most important techniques.
続いて撃砕2の分解をいたします。撃砕1と同時の部分は省略をいたします。
Now, the assailant begins by striking to the midsection or head
相
area.
手の中段突きを外にかわしながらかけ受けで相手の突きを受けます。かける場合は
I sidestep the punch to my body and block with the open hand shudo.
十分にかけなければいけません。そのまま左の蹴りが入ります。
My counter is a front kick to the groin. In Geksai 1, we did the same technique, but the block was with the closed fist.
続いて相手が上段で来るやつを回し受け身で内に入りながらすかさず両手の小手で相手を突き放します。
Now, I sidestep, block the punch, and counter with the open palm techniques, high and low. This is the last technique of Geksai ni kata. Very destructive and powerful. Now, the fifth form is saifa. You will notice the katas are getting much more advanced as we progress.
これから演舞をいたしますのは沖縄豪州流空手道の開始型と言います。これは
I will begin by explaining each movement of saifa.
豪州流の型を修練するために段階的に修正されているものであります。まずサイファーの型であります。撃砕1、2と同様に
Now is your opportunity to follow along as I go slowly.
サイファー
The formal bow. Left hand on right, hands open.
斜め前出しながら前屈立ちのような立ち方になり右腰に
Step out deep with the right foot.
左手を
Senkutsu
包
dachi.
み込むように持っていきます。さらに左足を引きつける勢いで持っ
Drawing
て
straight up.
横に十分に振り払います。
You're in a
手を正面
Musubadachi
に向けると
stance.
同時に
Step back shikodachi or horse stance
裏剣が水平に入
and
って
back
きます。
knuckle strike
こ
to
の場合
the
に
opponent's nose.
十分手首を曲げて
Your left hand is open over your solar plexus.
さらにそれの反対動作
Step forward left
右
foot.
足に引きつける勢いで十分
Musubadachi straight up.
振り払います。そして右足を
And now watch as we repeat the same movement.
剣を
Back knuckle with the left hand. Right hand over the solar plexus, protecting your stomach area.
続いてもう一度同じことを繰り返して
Moving forward again. Heels together. Step back with the left. Into the horse
さらに
stance.
右足の横に左
Same
足を一歩
technique,
踏み込
back
む
knuckle strike.
右の方に目を移して
Now,
右足引きつけながら手を
hands
こう出して
open.
打ったまま蹴り込む
Right front kick groin.
右足横に下ろ
Looking
し
to your left.
左足引きつけて
An attacker comes in from the front. Left front kick to the groin
そ
area.
して横向いて後ろ
Step
に
back
左
and
足
deep
を下ろすと
zenkutsu
同時
with
に
your left foot.
突きを入れます
Double punches with your palms facing
さら
down.
に肘を軸にして大きく円を描きながら
Left hand open, right hand in a fist. Strike
鉄槌
your
を
left palm.
右足を横に動きながら後ろに振り返って
Stepping around with your right foot back. Repeating the movement. Palms facing down. 2 punches straight out.
前と反対動作で右手を開きながら
This time, right hand open, left hand in a fist. And strike your fist into your right open hand. Coming down with a hammer fist with your right hand. You are standing straight up. Punch with an uppercut. Your palm is facing the ceiling.
左手はそのまま真横に底突きを行います。そしてさらに反対動作
Repeat the movement. This time, left hand on top of the head, striking. And your right hand uppercut. Step forward, Sanshin stance with the right foot. Left hand punch, solar plexus.
肩の高さに突き込みます。これは中段突きではなく実際には 相手を突き放す意味での隠し技であります。続いて左足を大きく後ろに振り込みながら手を
Step round into a horse stance with your left foot, then back into a cat stance. Hands open.
回しながら
From the cat stance, push out with both palms. Step back. Saifa kata
呼吸を
completed.
収めるまで呼吸を繰り返しして治ります。
Now, Saifa kata full power, competition form. Notice the proper timing and rhythm of each movement as it is done at full speed and power. Now, Saifa kata again full power, but repeated in slow motion. This gives you the opportunity to see the penetrating power of Master Kai. Just one powerful technique by Master Kai could easily kill or maim his opponent. But Master Kai is a true gentleman of Bushido, and his art is only used if his life is in danger. As Master Kai has always said, the most important part of being a karate man is being a gentleman. Now, important techniques of Saifa kata applied against a real attack. Your katas are loaded with hundreds of techniques that can be used in a self-defense situation. Now, the first defensive Saifa technique shown is against a wrist hold. As he grabs with both hands, I will easily break free. I step in, heels together, grabbing my fist and pulling away from his grip. Step back, block his punch, and break his nose with the back knuckle strike. Now quickly. Step, pull, block, break the nose. Take a look at it from the other side. Grab your fist, break out, block, and counter. Now, the second series of Saifa techniques. Your opponent attacks with a punch to the midsection. I block, knee to the groin, and kick to the stomach. followed with a double punch. From there, I strike the temple. Now watch carefully. On this series, the attacker punches to the midsection again. I block the punch down, and with the open palms, drive him away, crushing the chest and lower abdomen. At full speed and slow motion. The same technique applied, but this time hitting under the jaw. A slight variation. Either target will stop your opponent. You see? I come deep under the jaw with my open palm, breaking his jaw and sending him to the ground. In slow motion, notice how I push forward. As I lean, he falls back. Now, Sein-chin kata, the very traditional Okinawan goju kata. We consider Sein-chin a very advanced kata. I will explain each important movement. The formal beginning, left hand open over the right hand. Step out with the right foot 45 degrees into Shekodachi stance, the very deep horse stance. Hands open, breathing, exhaling as you execute the hand techniques. Right hand block, left hand open. Pull the right hand in, push the fingertips of the left hand out. Now repeat to the other side. Exhale on the punching, block, pull, stabbing with the fingertips. And a third time, stepping out with the right foot, breathing in when the hands are open, exhaling on the fist strikes, block right hand, pull, left hand straight fingers out. Right fist into left palm. Step back, drive inward, and punch. Stepping back with the right foot into Sanshin stance, right elbow to your attacker's jaw. Hit your palm of the left hand. Step out 45 degrees, block, horse stance, down block, step back, horse stance, down block. Repeat to the other side. Side block, horse stance, down block, horse stance, down block. Step back in a horse stance, open hands, blocking. Above the forehead and over the lead leg. Step forward, Sanshin, hammer fist strike. Follow with the back knuckle to the nose. Bring your right foot around. Circle step into Sanshin. Down block right hand, side block left hand. Step in with the right, uppercut the jaw. Snap his nose and down block a kick to your rib cage. Step back, down block. Step over with the right into a cat stance. Elbow forward, elbow back. Step back, right, cat stance, double elbow again. Step around, left foot. You are executing a double block, a down block and a side block. Step forward, horse stance, uppercut, break the nose and down block. Step back, down block. Step forward in a cat stance, double elbow strikes. Step back, double elbow strikes. Step forward. Break the nose.
左手で押さえて右の裏打ち。
You're striking with the back knuckle. Your left hand is open, covering your solar plexus. Step back with the right foot. Break down with the elbows. Keep your fingertips straight. And formal ending of the kata as you step back. Now, Seiun-chin kata, full power. It is done at the speed of competition form.
平運賃の方。
You are inhaling as your open hands come up and exhaling hard as the blocks go down. Now, Seiun-chin kata, full power, in slow motion. Now, important techniques of Seinshin kata applied against an attacker. I begin with the horse stance, open hand block, and counter. Now quickly, this is the first movement in the kata. I block, open hand. Do you remember this technique? I grab. Pull the man off balance, counter to his rib cage with a punch. Now the second sequence. The attacker comes in with a reverse punch to my midsection. I use the reinforced side block. You use a reinforced block when your opponent is very strong. I grab his wrist, step in between his legs. From a deep horse stance, strike his groin. Quickly. Now the third series of techniques. My opponent comes in with an attack to the head. As he punches, I block with an open hand, catching his wrist, catching his kicking leg, and slamming him to the ground on his back. Two blocks turned into a hip throw. Now, the opponent grabs you from behind. This is a very common assault in a street situation. Without panicking, I step into a cat stance, bringing my arms together, keeping my hands in a fist. I drive my elbow back into his solar plexus, and with the front elbow, break his grip. The hip movement is very important. The hip strikes into his groin, stunning him and driving him back so you can strike with the elbow. It must all be done very smoothly and together. Watch again. Hip, elbow. Shisushin, kata explained. Follow along as I explain each movement of the 7th kata in the Okinawan goju system. I step out with the right foot in sanshin, hands open, elbows to the sides, strike with the left. Drawing back with the right hand, fingertip strike. Step forward with the right foot, striking with the left hand. Keeping the hands open. Now, double-fisted down block. Step Zenkutsudachi. Blocking. And Shudo block. Stepping in Zenkuts. Open hand technique. Blocking across with the left hand. Step back, heels together. Empi or elbow strike. Turn around, right foot back, Zenkutsudachi. Step to the side, left foot forward. Many open hand techniques, as you can see. Left foot sanchin, front kick right, elbow up. Circular hand blocks, kick left foot, follow with the elbow strike. Niko Achidachi cat stance, keeping the hands open. Now double elbow, open hand block, block, left hand shudo strike. Heels together, elbow strike, step around, open hand blocking, high and low, step back, kata completed. Now, Shishuchini, kata full power.
지소준
Now, the applications of number 7. You must apply the techniques of your katas so you can fully appreciate their devastating power and beauty. We begin with a strike to my solar plexus. Watch how I defend. I step away from the power, blocking and grabbing, and right from the kata, I apply pressure to his elbow, bringing him to the ground. Go back and look at the kata to see where this movement is exactly. Very devastating. In slow motion. Block, strike the elbow. In a real fight, his arm would be broken. Now, number 8, Sanseru, Kata Explained. This is a most beautiful Okinawan goju form. It is sure to bring you many wins in competition. Again, I will explain the movements, so please follow. Of course, you may not master them in one day, but train with the video at least 2 hours daily, and you will see great results in no time. Begin with the formal bow. As always, this is very important to show good etiquette and manners. Stepping out in sanchin stance, double circular block. Draw the left hand back, punch, and immediately pull back to the guard position. Step left foot, sanchin, punch right hand, twist punch, pull back. And a third time. Stepping right, punch left. Open hand with the right. Step back, block open hand left, double open hand down block. Kick the groin, kick the groin. Elbow the jaw, punch solar plexus. Strike into the knee with the blade of the foot, step around. Kick into the groin area, elbow up, straight punch. knee kick, sanchin stance, front kick, elbow, punch. Break the knee again with a short blade kick, kick groin, elbow up, straight punch, stepping around into a horse stance, double punch down, double open hand down. Double punches, turn around, side block, side block. Double punches again. Stepping back into a horse stance, bent wrist block, step back, sansaru completed. Now, sansaru number 8, kata, full power. This will also be repeated in slow motion.
反省ル
Master Kai will now demonstrate the bunkai, or application of sansaru techniques against an attacker.
続いて三省ルーの肩の分解の一部を説明いたします。
My opponent will come at me with a reverse punch or lunging punch to my solar plexus.
は 相手は上段に突き来るを左斜め前に転身しながら相手の右足を
My initial movement is to sidestep his attack, to get out of the force of the assault. I go down, grabbing behind his leg and applying pressure to his knee.
この場合最も大事なのは
Remember, step slightly to the left side.
タイミングがいりますので恐れずに相手の動きとともに
This is a very deceptive technique.
前に進めてください
You can either break his leg or just hold him. Whenever he struggles, apply pressure to the leg as shown.
次は相手の中段突きを左手で払うと同時に内に入り塩尾を
Now, with the second series of techniques, the assault is again a punching technique.
内側に入る場合は必ず後部を一球落とするのがゴージュ流の特徴です。
As he strikes to my midsection, I sidestep, elbow his jaw, punch, and with the blade of my foot, break his kneecap. You must kick directly on the front of the knee. Now, the art of Tan Bojitsu, the 12-inch baton fighting techniques. This is a very deceptive and effective weapon, as you will see. You will need a 12-inch dole. It is a rounded piece of wood which is easy to conceal. This makes it a most effective fighting weapon. It should be from your elbow to the top of your hand in length, which is approximately 12 inches. I think you will be quite amazed at the versatility of this weapon. Remember, if you are in a situation where a weapon is laying around, such as a club or knife, you can grab it and fight effectively. Karate is not always hands and feet. Grab whatever is necessary to save your life. Now we will begin. The formal bow to show respect and etiquette. The first technique I will show you is against a wrist hold. Stun your opponent by striking to his eyes with the open fingertips. Bring the baton around. Grab it with your other hand. Now apply pressure down as you step back in a horse stance. Your opponent is rendered helpless in this situation. Again, snap the eyes to stun your opponent. Lock his wrist. Pull the stick in towards you. These are excellent techniques for teaching in your classes. Now, in this technique, your opponent has grabbed you with both hands. His grip will be much stronger at this point. Watch how I break out. Applying karate kick to the groin, I follow by coming over and grabbing the end as before. This time I pull him straight down to the ground. Remember to step back to get in a deep stance for proper leverage and strength. Snap the groin. This is very, very painful.
続いて袖取り。
Now he has grabbed my collar or shoulder.
袖を握ってきます。すかさず手刀で顔面に当てるよう
Again,
に
snapping to the eyes,
そのまま相手の
temporarily blinding your opponent.
まっすぐに棒を立てます。
I lock his wrist to my shoulder area.
固めてしまいます。
The deep step back is of the utmost importance to send your opponent off balance so he cannot kick or
この
punch
場合
you.
体の開きと棒の当て引きすべてタイミングが一つになるように心がけて十分に腰を落とし相手の動きに乗っていくように心がけてください。
Quickly.
続いて肩取り。
Now, a very similar technique, and you'll notice throughout that there are many variations of the baton. Straight punch to the solar plexus. Again, stunning and weakening your man. Raise the stick up, breaking his grip. Follow with a strike to his rib cage. Punch. Bring the stick underneath, drive hard, break his grip. That's also a strike to his wrist. And finish by breaking the rib cage. Now, quickly, as if being assaulted.
続いて片手胸取りです。相手が右手で我が胸を取ります。
Now he grabs my front lapel. This technique involves grabbing his wrist, using the blunt end to punch the rib cage. Twist his wrist off your lapel and apply the baton to his elbow, exerting great pressure. So you are applying it to two joints, the wrist and elbow. Punch, grab, and as you can see, with his face in the ground, he is helpless. Now, defending against a double lapel hold, use the blunt end and reach to strike into the solar plexus. Bring the baton around and drive straight down on his arms. Step back as you pull. He is secured to your chest. Follow, striking straight across his nose. Remember to hold each end of the baton. The last strike would break his nose easily. Now, as my opponent comes in with a cross chokehold, I immediately drop my chin to protect my Adam's apple and trachea. This cuts off his choking technique. Again, punching into his solar plexus with the blunt end. Coming around. At this point, his arms will work against him. I pull back and down. Very painful technique to the opponent. Remember to drop the chin. By doing so, you will cut off his choking technique.
顎を十分に落として締めをまず防ぐことが最も大事なことです。
Now come across underneath
交差で締めた場合に手
and
と手
apply
の間
pressure.
隔を十分締めて空間のないようにしっかり左右に締めてください。
Quickly.
次は後ろより相手が肩を取りに行く。
Now, as the attack comes in from the rear, my defense will be to turn away and counter. With the blunt end, I break the rib cage, come around with the baton on his elbow, and pull in and down. Twist him around, driving your knee behind his elbow and shoulder. Turn away from the opponent. Strike with the blunt end. It's very important to come around on top and brace him into your arm. As you can see, spin him to the ground. With your inside knee, lean heavily on his shoulder and elbow and pull inward with the baton. Now quickly. Now I will show you how to apply a chokehold. Now defend it against a punch to the face. Block with the baton, locking the wrist to your forearm. Step back, twist your opponent to the ground with your knee into his elbow. Pull in hard with the baton as you push your knee outward. Watch it again, please. This can be used against an overhead knife attack, club, or punch. I will now show you a Tambo Jitsu choking technique. You must maneuver yourself to get around to the opponent's back. As he punches, I sidestep, come to the back, and apply the choke directly under the chin. Now the technique is to use your head for leverage. Watch again. Sidestep. Position the baton and pull his throat into the back of your head. Quickly. Now, for this technique, I will show you how to sidestep and use the baton to strike your opponent's wrist. As the punch comes, I step out, come hard on the wrist with the baton. Come underneath the arm, turn it into an arm lock. Remember, his wrist is already broken. Apply pressure to his elbow. He is helpless. Break the wrist. Follow. With the other hand, grab the end of the baton. Lock his arm to the side of your body. Push him straight to the ground. Now, blocking against a kicking technique. Again, your initial movement will be a strike and then a leg lock. Secure the ankle and push down hard. Watch carefully. Strike the side of the foot, catch underneath, push. That concludes Tanbo Jitsu. Master Kai will now give a outstanding demonstration in the proper breathing technique and internal power of Okinawan goju karate. This demonstration took place in June of 1985 on his American tour. Watch carefully.
So you understand he tried to against that power, but still can't. Relax. like to translate what Master Kai explained me difference. As you see, when he is using power without kind of adjusting the breathing, as you say, it becomes stable. Now, next one, Master Kai told him relax. But what Master Kai said, any human being, animal, they have some kind of origin of energy in your body. To make that origin too strong, the breathing technique is very important rather than using just power. So Master Kai gave him some relaxation and give him some helping to the origin of energy. That made difference. I hope you understand.
We truly hope you have enjoyed Master Kai's outstanding video on the complete Okinawan Goju karate system. Panther presents other great EMOF masters, including Master Sugino in the art of Kobu Jitsu, Master Yamaguchi 9th Dan in the art of the samurai sword, known as Iedo, and The Art of Jiu-Jitsu, Volume 1 and 2, by Master Sato 8th Dan, one of Japan's leading and foremost authorities on the art of Jiu-Jitsu and Judo. For information on becoming a member of the EMOF organization, write Panther Productions for full details.